My brother told me I'd never succeed. I bought his dream car. When Jake said I was too stupid for business and would end up broke like Dad, I spent the next 5 years proving him wrong. This started when I dropped out of college to start a landscaping business. Jake was furious, calling it the dumbest decision I'd ever made. "You're throwing your life away," he said. "Real success requires education, not digging in dirt. You'll be back living with Mom within a year." Jake had always been the golden child. Straight A's, business degree, corporate job at a prestigious firm. Meanwhile, I struggled in school with undiagnosed dyslexia and barely graduated high school. Teachers always compared me to Jake, and I never measured up. But I knew plants. I'd been gardening since I was 8, turning our backyard into this amazing oasis while Jake studied inside. I had a vision for sustainable landscaping that nobody else was doing. The first 2 years were brutal. I lived in a tiny studio above a pizza shop, ate ramen every night, and worked 16-hour days. My hands were constantly cut up and my back ached every morning. Jake would make comments at family dinners about my dirt-poor lifestyle. "Still playing in the sandbox?" he'd ask with a smirk when I showed up to Christmas dinner with soil under my fingernails. Mom would defend me, but I could see the worry in her eyes. She'd slip me grocery money and ask if I was really okay. Year 3, things started clicking. I landed contracts with 3 high-end neighborhoods after word spread about my drought-resistant designs. I hired my first 2 employees and bought a real truck. Year 4, I expanded into commercial properties and started getting featured in local magazines for my innovative water-saving techniques. Jake stopped making jokes but still seemed skeptical. By year 5, my company was doing 7 figures annually. I'd become the go-to guy for eco-friendly landscaping in our metro area, with a waiting list 6 months long and 12 employees. That's when I saw Jake's dream car for sale, a pristine 1967 Mustang Fastback in Brittany blue. He'd had pictures of that exact model on his bedroom wall growing up, but could never afford one on his corporate salary. I bought it without hesitation, paying cash. Jake's birthday was coming up, and I had the perfect plan. I spent weeks getting the car detailed. I pulled up to his house in the Mustang and knocked on his door. "Whose car is that?" he asked, staring at the gleaming paint. "Mine," I said, tossing him the keys. "But it's yours now. Happy birthday." Jake's mouth fell open. "I can't accept this. This car costs more than I make in a year." "I know," I said. "That's why I'm giving it to you. You were wrong about me failing, but you were right about one thing. Family matters more than money." Jake started crying right there on his porch. "I'm sorry I doubted you. I was jealous and scared you'd prove that college wasn't everything. I felt like such a failure watching you succeed without the path I thought was the only way. You pushed me to be better," I told him. "Even when you didn't believe in me, you made me want to prove you wrong." Jake hugged me for the first time in years, and I realized our rivalry had actually made us both stronger. We stood there in his driveway, 2 grown men crying over a car that represented so much more than transportation. 6 months later, Jake left his corporate job to become my business partner, handling the financial side while I focused on design. Turns out his business degree was exactly what my growing company needed. Now we work together every day, and that Mustang sits in our company parking lot as a reminder of how far we've both come. Sometimes the best revenge is showing someone they were wrong by proving them right about what really mattered.